Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. Today's route is hilly.
Hello everyone. Today's stage can be described as international. After the start given in Belgium, the peloton will cross the Grand Duchy of Luxembourg from north to south to finally fight it out for victory in France, in the town of Longwy. The early part of the stage is conducive to a breakaway with two short climbs, classified 4th and 3rd categories, one after the other. The first climb of the day is classified as 4th category. There will be 1 point that goes towards the mountain standings. He's primarily a teammate rouleur, even if he's not too bad on a sprint. His best chance of victory is to try a breakaway from far out. He's a very good puncher who also rides very well on the flat. His qualities as a rouleur are exceptional. You mustn't give a meter's lead, especially as he takes short climbs in his stride and has no interest in waiting for the sprint, given his lack of pace. He's a pure rouleur. Make sure you don't leave him alone up front. It will be difficult to catch him, and it's better for him to finish on his own.
In the leading group, he's the best placed on the points classification.
The breakaway is losing its lead. It's going to be difficult for them.
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed. There's not much going on. Isn't there someone who wants to liven up the race with an attack?
The breakaway is losing its lead. It's going to be difficult for them.
King of the Mountain sprint in 2 kilometers for the breakaway group.
The next King of the Mountain summit is ranked as a 3rd category. Only the first 2 riders over the top will score points towards the best climber classification. The breakaway is losing its lead. It's going to be difficult for them.
The breakaway is unlikely to go all the way, guys. Watch out for counter moves. Here's the positions over the last climb. He asked his guys to maintain the tempo. Watch him. He must feel able to win the stage. In the leading group, he's the best placed on the points classification. The breakaway is unlikely to go all the way, guys. Watch out for counter moves.
The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the peloton.
here's the winner of the intermediate sprint. Watch out! You'll soon have no more energy for an attack.
Last time checked with a breakaway, 1 minute.
His team is riding for the overall standings. The front of the race will struggle to widen the gap.
He's trying to get out of the peloton, watch out.
You've got to be well positioned, guys. There's a winding descent 5 kilometers from the finish. It won't be possible to get into position afterwards. The finishing climb begins just after. He's got his teammates riding because in front there's a rider who's dangerous to him in the overall standings.
"30 seconds lead for the head of the race. Counter-attack at the front of the peloton. Only 10 kilometers left.
10 kilometers from the finish for the head of the race. It's going to be difficult for them, especially with the short climb to the line.
With a technical descent placed just before the finishing climb, any hope of victory today lies with being up front. There will be no interlude that would allow a change of position.
Looks like he doesn't want to let too many people get away, so he's got his team riding.
It's the start of the descent for the breakaway.
Five kilometers for the breakaway. It's going to be nip and tuck with the final small climb. The breakaway will, no doubt, go all the way, lads, but watch out for attacks in the closing kilometers. Okay, we'll consume a feed.
The breakaway riders begin the climb to the finish. Victory should be contested between these riders. The breakaway is managing to hold off the peloton. The gap seems to have stabilized. He's trying to get out of the peloton. Watch out.
The breakaway is under the red pennant. To stand any chance of victory, it must tackle the short climb correctly. Collected fall. It may create gaps.
Well done, guys. It's a nice podium place today. I was expecting to see you towards the front, but not necessarily on the podium. Once again, well done. Hi, guys. Let's start the briefing.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. This stage should follow a fairly predictable scenario. Given the absence of any major difficulties, the sprinters' teams should control any breakaways in order to compete for victory in a sprint. Things are livening up at the head of the peloton. He's a puncher, at home on hilly terrain. His best chance of victory is to try a breakaway from far out. He's a pure rouleur. Make sure you don't leave him alone up front. It will be difficult to catch him, and it's better for him to finish on his own.
He's the best placed on the overall standings in the breakaway. At the front, he's the best placed for the green jersey. He's the fastest sprinter in the leading group. The gap is increasing. We don't need to ride for now. There's nobody dangerous for us in the breakaway.
The breakaway is losing ground.
His teammates have positioned themselves at the head of the peloton. They will no doubt manage the gap so as to finish in a sprint.
The intermediate sprint is looming for the front of the race. The first 15 riders score points towards the green jersey.
His teammates are accelerating. They're no doubt readying the intermediate sprint. Up the pace, guys, to prepare for the intermediate sprint. Watch out. You're not going to be able to attack for much longer.
Lâchez rien. Lâchez rien, allez.
The breakaway threatens the overall standings. He's decided to get his guys to put their foot down.
The breakaway is losing ground.
Flat stages. Little wonder that they're not shown in their entirety on TV. The gap is decreasing, guys. The peloton should be there for the stage win. He's the best placed on the overall standings in the breakaway. At the front, he's the best placed for the green jersey. He's the fastest sprinter in the leading group.
The sole best climber's summit will earn 1 point.
His team is riding for the overall standings. The front of the race will struggle to widen the gap. It's your teammate who's best placed on the overall standings within the breakaway.
The breakaway is in the sight of the peloton. There's little chance that it can hold off the sprinters' teams. The sprinters' teams have managed this stage perfectly. 5 kilometers out, the peloton is bunched and everything is in place for a mass sprint.
Just 5 more kilometers. Get ready to sprint. We need to score points for the green jersey.
Okay, we'll consume a feed.
The sprinters are ready to fight it out. Well positioned on the wheel of their team members, they'll soon be burning rubber. The red pennant for the peloton.
Go! 1 kilometer. Give it all you've got.
He succeeded in avoiding all the pitfalls to win today. Here is the winner of the Mondokliber Vitel stage, Alexander Christoph. Congratulations to him. He's amongst the leading riders this year. Here's the green jersey of this Tour de France, Alexander Christoph. Let's hope for his sake that things go as well in the future, but for now, he can...
Well done, lads. Congratulations to you. I hoped that we'd play a leading role, but from that to win...